Hello everyone, this is CoolPro195 and welcome to part 9 of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy for the PlayStation 4, and this is the third and final part of the Coco Bandicoot playthrough for Crash Bandicoot 1 within Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. So let's get started with Heavy Machinery, and for this part we'll be playing throughout the entire third island as Coco Bandicoot, so let's get started with Heavy Machinery. Man. And I've also ultimately decided to record part 9 straight after both part 7 and part 8, so yeah, 3 recordings in one day. Man, am I committed to recording today or what? Like, seriously. It's like, now that I finally can catch a break, I'm like really appreciating this time off, you know? Because I've been working a lot of overtime lately across my 2 jobs that I'm currently working at. But anyways, enough of that. Let's get back to the gameplay, and I still find this level amazing, even like ever since I first saw it being, you know, showcased at PlayStation Experience 2016. Excuse me. I knew that was gonna happen. Man, I had a fucking throat blockage there, which kind of slowed me down a bit, but you know, it is what it is. I know that shouldn't have happened, but it is what it is. These things happen to the best of us. Oh, great. I remember the first time that I did that, the first time I went past those 2, you know, those 2 spiky robots in Insane Trilogy by going down that area. I hit one of them. Oh, for fuck's sake, you're having a laugh. Again, Coco hitboxes, but anyway. It just feels weird missing that Wumpa fruit. I don't know, that's just me personally. Or the third island. This is where the challenges are most intense, but you know, Coco, considering this is a casual playthrough, it's not gonna be as intensive. It's just a case of getting through the levels in general. I made that, wow. And it seems as though Coco's like falling animations, actually no, not falling animation, it seems as though her like plummeting animation seems to activate like earlier than Crash's does, because to my memory, Crash's plummeting animation in Insane Trilogy does not activate as early as that. It takes a bit more time, so probably Coco kind of has like her own, let's say, like reaction speed to, you know, whichever events happen within the character model. But yeah, I don't know if that's actually the case, but at the moment that's what it looks like. And yeah, here I am cruising through a nice piss easy bonus round. Imagine what it would have been like to play this at PlayStation Experience 2016. And back then people didn't even know that you could even play as Coco or not, because obviously that concept wasn't even invented yet until after they've quote-unquote perfected the 3 games, even though it's not technically perfected. They've finalized the 3 games, and then they worked on Coco as like a bonus unlockable model, like a bonus unlockable character model, which all in all adds more replay value to like the 3 games entirely, as well as just adding relics, which is what Crash 3 originally did for more replay value with the originals. But I still have invincibility even though I lost the mask earlier on. Okay, I made it over. Shit, and then that fucked up. And this makes me wonder, how am I gonna do in the Brio bonus round with Coco? Because if you guys have been watching my Let's Play, you know that I've had a shit ton of crap going on with Crash. I had a lot of piss takes in that Brio bonus round, in that Dr. Nitrous Brio bonus round. Playing it as Crash in this Let's Play. If you've watched part 3, that is. But to be honest, I've gotten better at that bonus round as Crash. Like, especially since, well, after, like, when I did, you know, a live stream. Like, what do you call it? Yeah, I know. It may seem pointless to go back to get a Wumpa fruit, but it's for fun. That's all it is. Oh, let's see how this is gonna play out. But yeah, then after I had so many piss takes in my Let's Play, like I did the first game in Sane Trilogy in the live stream, and I completed it all in one go as Crash. You know, let's see how am I gonna do it as Coco. Oh, see, I had a feeling I wasn't gonna get it first try as Coco. I had a feeling. Okay. Again, no surprise. The shadow helps. You can see the drop shadow, which is decent. Ah, fuck. Like, you can see the drop shadow on top of the crates, but you know, it doesn't help that the hitboxes don't work as well as Crash's does. Come on, Coco. Oh, for fuck's sake, I knew that was gonna happen. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Okay, let's get back in. The same fucking box, are you taking the piss? Like, come on, let's make this shit. Wow. Come on, man, you're not gonna fuck up like that now, are you? Like, you're not gonna backtrack all the way to square one. That's taking the piss. It's because I've gotten so much better as Crash, and now, like, I'm playing as Coco. Ah. See, I knew that was gonna fucking happen. But yeah. Are you serious? Wow. Alright, come on, let's make this shit. Why that fucking box in particular? Are you fucking taking the piss? Well, at least in the bonus round you don't lose any lives, so... But still, this is just the first fucking level of the third island. I mean, come on, I don't want to repeat a part 3 now. Wow, this time I overshot the jump. Don't know how the fuck that was even possible, but it happened. Oh, come on. Are you fucking kidding me? I almost had that. 2 fucking boxes. I wasn't saying anything because I didn't want to jinx it. But you know. The worst happens whenever you don't want it to. For fuck's sake. Speak of the fucking devil. Like, this is very sloppy ass programming, to say the least. Wow. For fuck's sake! Come on, now you're just taking the piss. Wow, are you serious? Come on, that was pathetic. Come on, man. Don't fucking waste my time like that. Come on, man. You... Are you fucking bullshitting me? It's like, why even bother making a fucking... Like, why make this shit so tight? Why not have it like the originals? At least those are physics that work to this sort of platforming. come on. Really? Like, Coco's so fucking broken, I'm not gonna lie. Like, as a character model, she's proper broken. Fuck yes! And I spun away alive by accident, but that does not matter since I can get a shit ton of lives anyway. About fucking time. Finally I can relax again. It's just when something as easy as that, you know, takes too long. Like when it takes like longer than it should have, that's when, you know, a game's programming starts taking the fucking piss. Cause like us veterans, true to the heart of Crash Bandicoot, know how shit goes down in these games. And yet they just changed the whole game to a point where we have to learn everything all over again. But yeah, anyways, that's heavy machinery out of the way. Which I already should have been out of by now, but hey. Presumably it took shorter than part 3, so there's at least that. Anyways, jumping into Cortex Power. But yeah, there are moments that you have to, you know, concentrate. Like, situations like that, it's either commentate or concentrate. And she even has her own dedicated animation here. Which is, you know, quite cool. Adds more diversity. Coco even, yeah, I know I didn't point this out from the beginning. Either because I forgot to mention, or because I didn't even, or I kind of had wanted to have something left to say, like, for at least this part as well. But, you know. Okay, we'll be coming to that later. But Coco also has, like, her own sound effect when she jumps and flips. Like, when she jumps and when she, like, does a somersault, she has a different sound effect to Crash. Even with the spinning sound effects. Okay, like, they do the same sound effects as, like, the originals, but, well, like, they replicate the same sound effects as, like, the originals, like, as in the spinning, but, like, with their own kind of, like, structures and everything. That's how they have it. And having Coco play through all these levels, I mean, I know some people may say that Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy didn't bring anything new to the table apart from just remastering the first 3 originals from the ground up, but, you know, it is mad, and I don't need to go there, just covering ground here. Oh, fucking hell, like I didn't even know whether to stand or move. It's like a fucking situation right there. It's because I got hit by that son of a bitch in the corner. Like, I lost my Aku Aku mask, and like, it adds sensitivity to the character, and you don't know whether to like keep on moving or just stay still, because it doesn't work like that sometimes. That's how it worked in the originals. Okay, yeah, not gonna lie, that was a bad move on my part, but you know, it is what it is. But you know, yeah, that was the case in the original. Sometimes when you get hit, you get like extra added sensitivity to your character. You get more momentum to when you move. Are you fucking kidding me? I could have done that perfectly, but I died for no reason anyway. Like, instead. It's like, what the fuck is that all about? Oh, wow. Talk about shit character positioning. Well, then again, it was like that in the original, but still. Like, even in the original it wasn't good, so yeah, that's really nothing that Vicarious Visions could have done. Actually, they could have, but if they wanted to stay true to the original, they would have had to have kept the enemies in the same places. That's the thing. I'm losing... Now I'm getting pity Aku Aku masks, and I'm losing them for no reason. Can someone explain that fucking bullshit to me? Apparently not. Actually not, fuck it, I don't need anyone to explain shit. Like, the facts are just... they're right there. Like, they're in front of everyone's faces. Like, they're right in front of everyone's eyes. Oh yeah, these shitty ass electricity beams, they're cunts, alright. Yeah, just covering more ground here. You know, just for the sake of it. And I gotta say, the detail's still amazing, and seeing this again in 4K, in comparison to 1080p, it's really amazing. It's just mind-blowing in 4K. I gotta say, if someone if you have the money to upgrade to a PS4 Pro, feel free to do so. I mean, it's not like, at least if you're switching to a PS4 Pro, you're not gonna upgrade to a fucking... You're not just getting a power saving upgrade. Like you do with just the Slim. Like, the PS4 Pro, that is better. It's not... It is the same console, but it's not. But it offers much more. Anyways, now moving on to Generator Room. And a harder level. It would not surprise me if I die a shit ton of times here, knowing how broken Coco's character model is. Although in Insane Trilogy, for the amount of time that Coco was actually developed, like within the lifespan of, you know, the creation of Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy as a product. Oh, for fuck's sake! It's like the engine and its mechanics playing a fucking cock tease yet again. Just like it did in fucking... Sunset Vista. Anyways, people, I apologize for the cut-off just there. Just either Elgato or the fucking splitter being a cunt, but you know. Shit happens. But anyways, as I was saying, Coco's character model, the development of Coco's character model considering it only took a short time to make within the lifespan and timeline of the development of Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy as an entire product. Like, Coco was like one of the last things that Vicarious Visions have worked on within the game. Like, although it took a really short amount of time and shorter than Wrath of Cortex, I gotta say, for the way Coco plays in Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy in comparison to Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, even though it's broken as fuck in comparison to Crash Bandicoot in this game, like, even though Coco in this game is like broken as fuck to play as in comparison to Crash, like, it's still, playing as Coco in Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy is still much better than playing as Coco in Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, because at least Coco can move more freely. At least she has, like, you know, she moves faster, she can move, she has like less of like a fixed position in a way. Well, I wouldn't exactly say a fixed position, but she has less of like, what do you call it? She's not as restricted to move around within the level. And not only that, but unlike Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, Coco can actually, you know, use literally all of the power-ups instead of just the bare minimum that they assigned to her in the Wrath of Cortex. Because when you play as Coco in Crash Bandicoot when you play as Coco in Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, that you can only use a few of the power-ups, such as like the running shoes, you know, the speed shoes, the super body slam, or as they call it, the super stomp in like that game in Wrath of Cortex. And also, I forgot what else she can do. She definitely can't use the bazooka in Wrath of Cortex, nor can she do a double jump or the death tornado spin. Like, that's what they restricted her from doing, whereas if you play as Coco in Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped within Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy, you, like, and I'm talking within the platforming levels, you can use literally every single power-up the game has to offer, which is actually much better. It's more user-friendly, and it's also, it gives the character more of like an equal treatment of respect within the game, which is actually, you know, it's more decent. Like, it's more convenient for those who want to play as Coco, so then they don't feel as limited in comparison to playing as Crash. But yeah, moving in onto Toxic Waste. An easier level than Generator Room, but you know, I spent less time in Generator Room than I actually thought I would, to be honest, knowing Coco's broken ass model. Okay, maybe I know how some people would feel different about playing as Coco. Some people might say, oh, come off it, Coco's not that bad to play as. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, don't get me wrong, Coco's a really fun character to play as well as Crash. I'll admit that. Like, I like playing as Coco as much as I like playing as Crash in Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy. It's just that when there's an issue, I know, it's right there in front of me. There's no way you can ignore it, and if it's causing you such a big problem, and I mean like massive fucking problems within the level, you know, you have the right to like state the fact, you know, like, as long as it's actually physically causing you problems within the game, it's not actually, it's kind of no longer an opinion, it's just the way the game is playing out for you because of the way the character model was built and how the model reacts to the events and assets within the level. Like, it's all general knowledge and common sense, to be honest. To be honest, it's actually general knowledge, common knowledge, and common sense put together. That's what it is. But you know, if you really love playing as Coco, I won't think any less of you guys. I mean, I'm clearly not biased because, hence, why the hell would I be doing... If I was biased towards Crash, then why the fuck would I be doing a Coco Bandicoot playthrough? And whoa, I was almost gonna hit that shit as well. And I completed the level without even dying. Impressive. As Coco as well. I mean, yeah, I know some people would say, yeah, that's a far-fetched statement to make. As Coco. Yeah, but... You know, sometimes you can't ignore the facts. They are what they are, and Pinstripe Potteroo's a boss fight which we can't play. As Coco, hence the sign over there. Can only play as Crash and Crash 1 boss fights. Now moving on to the high road. Oh, this is one of the dreaded levels that a lot of people have been having a shit ton of problems with. And this level is a killer in Insane Trilogy, and it's much easier in the original. What? Back up to 100 lives, what do you know? Well, too bad that whatever normal lives whatever regular lives I can collect without glitching the game, it does not add to the total lives. Are you fucking serious? I had a fucking invincibility and I could have killed that fucking hog. I'm not gonna lie, I could have like blown that son of a bitch into the distance. I could have whipped his bitch ass into the distance. But instead, that shit happened. Well, at least I got past there this time. Oh, and I spun that life by accident. Okay, I legit thought I was gonna fall down. Oh, for fuck's sake, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. She was too far to the right. Of the rope. Way too far to the right. But yeah, well, the fact that spawning with 2 fucking pity masks, you know, it says a lot. You know what's funny? It sort of seems like Coco's a kind of character to play as if for like kind of novices in a way, or either that or like the fact that, you know, Coco gets like pity masks much earlier than Crash does. You know, this says a lot. Okay, yeah, that was a terrible jump, I'm not gonna lie. Are you fucking kidding me? That wasn't even the main path. Like, you gotta be fucking bullshitting me, and there we go again. Man, there's just constant piss takes of this AAA remastered trilogy. Okay. Well, that was too early. Oh, come on, man. Or woman, whatever the fuck you wanna call it. And I actually made it across this Coco without the fucking turtle. What do you know? Yeah, I'm jumping into the middle to be safe. Cause, you know, these bridge levels are fucking mad. Like, what do you call it? The high road is a piss take in comparison to Road to Nowhere. I mean, like, obviously it's the harder counterpart, so it's gonna take that. Fuck's sake! Obviously it's gonna take it to the next level. Okay. You know, it's funny because the fact that Coco gets pity masks much earlier than Crash does, like, it says a lot in terms of, you know, how much of a piss take, like, it makes the game if you play as Coco, because of how broken her character model is in comparison to Crash. And I'm walking as her on the ropes like a boss. What do you know? But yeah, it just shows how broken, like, she is in comparison to Crash. I mean, I know, like, I keep stating it, but sometimes, you know, I am having fun, but sometimes, you know, when the evidence just points to the contrary, what can you do? There's nothing you can do. All you gotta do is deal with this fucking shit. Which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm playing through the game as Coco. I'm dealing with this shit like a boss. Or just like a reasonable guy, you know? Proof that I'm not biased against, like, towards Crash. Bonus round. But yeah, thank fuck this is actually a piss easy one. Da 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 da. Alright, back to the level. And we made it. Well, to be fair, it was easier than I thought. It was quicker than I thought, but you know. Oh, we're nearly like... We're already above 40 minutes in the recording and... You know. Shit. And it's only on... And I've only done like the first few levels of the third island, but you know, at least I've got no backtracking to do, so it's not gonna take that long. Anyways, moving on to Slippery Climb. And the mechanics in this level really do take the piss sometimes. Like with the staircases and lifts. Like you've seen in, you know, part 6 of the Let's Play. For those of you who've been watching. Like you've seen in part 6 of the Let's Play when I was doing the Platinum Relic run for this level. I had a lot of bullshit as Crash, let alone Coco. But you know, it's calm. As long as I'm playing through the game casually as Coco and not like speedrunning it as Coco, it's all good. But you know, there are gonna be those mandatory levels in Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped where I play as Coco that you cannot escape from, and you know, and it's fine because I'm used to that. Like, it's how Crash 3 was originally, so there's no harm in that whatsoever. I mean, yeah, it would have been nice for both characters to be played across literally every single level and boss fight in the game, no matter what the circumstances were. I mean, that would at least make the game even, like, the trilogy even more interesting, you know. That would add even more replay value to the levels, because, you know, the fact that Crash or Coco, like, cannot enter certain levels, it takes away some of the replay value for the levels that either Crash or Coco can't enter. So yeah, there's that. Well, okay, that was really close. Yeah, I knew that was gonna go up, that's why I jumped back. Oh, and for those of you who thought it was like, oh yeah, when I said it was over 40 minutes, like, that was like the overall recording. Of course, like, there was a cut off. Oh, fucking hell. You know, it doesn't matter because I'm not getting a gem anyway, so there's no big deal. Oh, that is dumb as fuck. The moment when cycles just take the piss. And these raining effects are looking awesome. But while we're on slippery climb, like, I wonder like how I'm gonna do like in Stormy Ascent in terms of a let's play. I mean, I've played the game. I have played the DLC offline, but because, you know, even if you do play offline and you download the DLC onto your console, the game registers, it recognizes that you have the DLC downloaded onto your consoles, then you can play it across like other profiles on your PS4. So yeah, I've been playing it offline, and I've been getting used to Stormy Ascent as a level. I mean, of course, the Platinum Relic takes a long time, like, to get used to, but it is what it is. Like, playing Stormy Ascent as Coco, that'd be broken as shit. It's like, sometimes when the evidence points to the contrary, there's no arguing against it. Are you fucking bullshitting me? You literally could have landed on that TNT crate. Come on, we're not having a fucking heavy machinery Dr. Nitrous Brio bonus round bullshit. And I made it. And I gotta be honest, I did much better on this bonus round this time round as Coco than I did in part 3 as Crash. I mean, that was fucking brutal. That was brutal as fuck. Like, when I was encountering that for the first time in the Let's Play. It was fucking mad. Like, you don't even understand. Like, you don't even know how shit went down unless you watched it. Yeah, kill that bitch. Getting stuck in the corners is another pet peeve of mine, but you know, at least we finally got past the level. Yeah, and once again, I actually did much better than I thought. I know I keep saying this per level now, considering I'm playing as Coco and she's a broken character, but you know, it does genuinely surprise me in a sense, considering the build quality of the character in terms of physics. But anyways, now moving on to Lights Out. Not that many levels to go now. Dark levels. And yeah, as I was saying in the previous part, you do see, like, you know, you see sparks flying around. Well, not exactly sparks, but like bits of light floating around, like the atmosphere of the game. And I believe that's something to do with the engine or something, I'm not entirely sure. Either that or they've implemented those, you know, those physics on purpose to further add to the atmosphere of the game. Like, to further add to the whole remastered atmosphere of the original trilogy. Fucking rats! Like, Jesus fucking Christ. I can't even see where I'm fucking going now. But yeah, I don't know, if I played this enough times to know the level off by heart without the light, maybe I would have, perhaps. Like, maybe I would have perhaps, like, I would not need the Aku mask at all if I knew the whole thing off by heart without the light. And getting a world record in that shit as well. Like, now that would be considered a massive achievement. Like, getting a world record in lights out and fumbling in the dark without a single Aku light mask. Now that's how you get the world records in these two levels. Speak of the fucking devil, like, fumbling in the dark is the next level I'm gonna play. So yeah, it's another one of these dark levels that I'm gonna be playing, one after another. Like one of these dark castle levels where you need an Aku light mask. Or an Aku bug light mask. Fucking hell! Like, it is annoying when the game doesn't register your fucking input in time when you press the button. Like, input lag is like a massive pet peeve, like, to me personally, as well as like any, you know, like, dedicated gamer. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go up here for the sake of, you know, covering more ground and getting these boxes for fun. Yeah, I could go in that portal, but you know, I'm gonna finish the rest of the level below. And I'm not gonna lie, this sky looks nice. What? See, Coco's clipping right through the fucking geometry over here. She's clipping right through, like, the castle geometry. Like, there's no collision between her and, like, a certain portion of the geometry. Yeah, gay ass cut off again, but yeah. Well, it looks like it deactivates as soon as you get here, which is kind of fucked up. That's strange. I swear you... what'd you call it? I did that on purpose anyway, to cover further ground. Oh, there's no way you can come back, but you know, it is what it is. And shit's mad. Silly bitch, are you fucking with me? Right, let's get this shit moving. And I made it. Okay, that's lights out complete for Coco. You know what's funny? How that happens? Yeah. It's funny how that result screen happens, yeah, like, I already have the gems, so what's the point? But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll just showcase the exit real quick. Like the, you know, the extended exit. Right, for the sake of showcase, I figured I'd showcase Coco exiting from here, just for the sake of showcasing and ground covering. But you know, that's just me personally, how I'm running my Let's Play. I'm running it how I'm running it, and whoever's arguing, whoever wants to fight me on it can take it to the bank. Anyways, that slides out of the way now for fumbling in the dark. The next dark level that requires an Aku Aku bug light mask. Okay, I'm not gonna touch that first mask over there because then I'll have less time in front. There, now I have more time ahead. Otherwise, you know, the time would have been wasted. Like the amount of time I have with Aku Aku, like lighting up before he fades away. Are you fucking bullshitting me? How's that even possible? That was cheap. Okay, I pressed fucking X. Fucking dumbass. Are you stupid? Are you fucking dumb? Wow, like, you just want to take the fucking piss, don't you? Yeah, that wasn't so hard now, was it? Piss-taking cunt. Anyways, moving on. Well, yeah, it turned out you don't need that much time, but you know, just in case. Oh, for fuck's sake! Could have jumped on the side, but I was just so caught up in jumping, like, forward consistently, you know. Come on, man, quit persisting in bullshit and actually persist in success for once in your fucking life. You broken ass pile of crap. Okay, Coco's not that bad. Okay, don't take offense, Coco lovers, Coco fans. Coco fans alike. Don't take offense. We all say shit out of anger that we don't mean. Well, not just out of anger, but out of experiencing bullshit. Yeah, we all say stuff out of bullshit experience that we sometimes don't mean, so let's just leave it as that. Oh, whoa, that was close. Considering they were so close behind me, I could have gotten hit, but I didn't. Good thing it played out for the best. Fuck off. On the bright side, I don't have to. I'm not collecting any gems anyway, since they're already collected. Well, and for those of you who want to see Coco like collecting gems in this Let's Play, like, there's a chance that I'll be, and I'll just say there's a chance because it's just a possibility, but you know, there's a possibility that I may include, oh, you piss-taking cunt of a bitch ass son of a bitch. Daughter of a bitch more like. Like, I'm trying to play and commentate at the same fucking time, yet piss-taking cunts come along and start being little bitches. Like, that's a little bitch move for sure. But yeah, it's a little bitch move for sure. I just like that little bitch. But yeah. Anyways, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by a bunch of little bitches, like, for those of you who want to see, like, Coco collecting, like, gems and stuff within this Let's Play, like crystals and gems, like, there's a chance that, there's a possible chance per game that I might actually, you know, like, compile some sort of a montage or compilation, however you want to call it, of Coco collecting, like, each, like, gem or crystal or relic within each game, whichever, depending on which game it is, you know, within the AAA remastered trilogy, and have them at the end of each Coco playthrough at some point. But yeah, anyways, that's Fumbling in the Dark sorted. Now moving on to Jaws of Darkness. At Jaws of Darkness, we're almost there. We're almost at the end of the game as Coco, and the Coco Bandicoot playthrough is almost complete, just the odd few levels. And that shall be that for the Crash 1 Coco playthrough. Yeah, bitches. Man, I still can't get over how you can see, like, the colours, like, in much more detail, like, the textures and the colours, like, the assets of the textures and the colours and everything, in, like, much deeper detail. It's like you can see it more in depth. Oh, that was piss taking, but shit happens. Yeah, I just did that for the hell of it. Are you fucking bullshitting me? Like, okay, let's make it across. But yeah, I'm still glad that Coco's model is not, in Insane Trilogy, is not like the Wrath of Cortex. I'm so glad that they made it like this, because it just makes it easier on the player. Kill that little bitch. Yeah, never forget this box. Never forget that shit. Yeah, it's worth going through this path as Coco as well, because why the fuck not? Like I said, I'm covering all grounds. There's nothing you can do about it. And yeah, I already smashed that shit, which is cool. And I can easily get back up to 100 lives. Well, 99 at least. Fuck, I spun those sons of bitches. Must have been a bitch ass delay. Are you... As soon as I get there, I get fucking squished, like what the fuck? Although... Ah, you bastard. Although it's funny because when I got squished as Coco, there was no actual, like, squashing animation. Like, she lost an Aku Aku mask, but she clipped right through it, whereas as Crash, if you get squished by those fucking walls that close in on you, ah, fucking cunts. But yeah, as I was saying, like, as Crash, like, if you get squashed in by those walls that close in on you, like whether you do or don't have an Aku Aku mask, like the animation of him getting squashed by the 2 walls and getting like flattened to a fucking pancake would play. Whereas Coco, she just fucking clipped right through the closing walls. She clipped right through them. Yeah, I knew there was one Pafru up there. I was gonna say, like, where were the contents? But yeah, let's keep it moving. I like how the sound effects echo in these levels as well, which makes it sound so sick. Like, it really adds that, like, you know, temple effect. Really? A simple platform like that you fuck up on? You failed to land the jump, you fucking retard. Whoa. And I nearly fell to the side. Now that would have been a massive piss take. That really would have been a fucking piss take. Are you stupid? Are you missing a Wumpa fruit now? Little bitch. Yeah, I'm calling them little bitches now because of the fucking bullshit they caused me. After all, it is a little bitch move for sure, so you can't, there's no way you can deny it. Okay, knowing these crappy ass mechanics, you know, gotta land this shit right. Can't afford to be wasting lives now, especially as Coco. Yeah, I got those bitch asses that time. You see, she clipped right through it yet again. Like, she just got stuck in the middle and clipped right through it. It's like the only collision, like there's hit detection in terms of like fucking taking damage, but there's no actual like proper collision between Coco and those fucking walls that close in on you. There's no actual collision event like placed within. Like placed within Coco's like character model. Well, it's not just within the, actually yeah, I think it is within the character model. It's been a long time since I've touched game development software, but yeah, I know how the shit works because I studied it. Now for the Cortex bonus round. The second and final Cortex bonus round of the game. Okay, let's make this shit. I still made it, thank fuck for that. Wow. Come on, don't take the piss on something so easy. Like, this is not how you're gonna play me. Or if anything, you're not gonna play me at all, so you're fucked. Wow, like, you know, I was aiming to bounce on the first one or not the second one. I was aiming to bounce on like the regular crate and not the question mark crate that contained a life. I was meant to bounce on that one first, then bounce on a question mark one. Oh, too fucking early. I can't believe I just did that. But yeah, but it's not like some of you knew any better. Are you stupid? How could you slip past that, you fucking dickhead? I'm telling you, it's the shitty ass model, and it's hitboxes. Like, it's not even like there's no proper time put into working with Coco, like on a model. There's no actual time put into it. Well, obviously there is actual time put into it, otherwise, because it takes time to at least get to this sort of state, let alone, you know, let alone having it do well. But yeah, Coco is yeah, if they had put no time into it, obviously she would just be a fucking like picture moving left and right, like no animation whatsoever. This is just all over the fucking place right now. There we go. That's what I was meant to do. It's just, you know, everything was so all over the fucking place. How the fuck did I know that was gonna happen? Seriously. Like, how the fuck did I know that was even gonna happen? Wow, okay. And now you're just gonna take the piss by falling through such a piss easy gap, like... What the fuck are you trying to prove here? Seriously, what is your goal? Now somebody wants their cut. Oh, turns out I was wrong. Like, you either want your fucking cut or you don't. The timing is a bitch. It's a real fucking bitch. Are you stupid? Like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, trying to get this crap done, but, you know, just wants to take the fucking piss. Like, this is not hard, it's just straight up fucking piss taking. There we fucking go. That wasn't hard at all, was it? Okay, let's make this shit about fucking time too. Yes, that's the Cortex bonus round out of the way. Get the fucking... Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for them to come back. It's a good thing they don't take that long. bonus round time. Okay. Man, these tournament bonus rounds, they really are, you know, a breath of fresh air from the level. And yes, I fucking died. But you know, at least this is almost over. I'll just let that shit blow up. There we go. I can get my hands on that life. Alright, we really gotta get moving now. Whoa! Are you fucking bullshitting me? Like, I clipped right through those... I literally clipped right through those fucking closing walls. And I didn't even die until the last one. It just tells, like... It just shows that there's a fucking shoddy programming all round with fucking Coco. It's like, it's sloppy all over the fucking table. But anyways, that's Jaws of Darkness out of the way. Now for Castle Machinery. The penultimate level we'll be playing as. I don't think you can enter the Great Hall as Coco. I think that's Crash exclusive for some reason. I mean, it makes sense, like, in terms of story, but as an unlockable, it really doesn't. Okay, 96 lives. You know what? I'm gonna do that life glitch. Then we can get over 100 lives. Back to how we started with this Coco playthrough. We started it with over 100 lives. We're finishing it with over 100 lives. That's how this shit's gonna work. And there we are again with 114 lives. Just like we started. That's a real plummet, that is. Okay. Final machinery level that we're gonna tackle. And in all honesty, this isn't a hard level at all. Just gonna take a bit of time. Okay. But yeah, I do plan to do a montage of Coco getting the gems. Like in this game. Like, and place it like somewhere at the end of this part at least. I just gotta, you know, make the time for it. I'll probably like do that shit real quick anyway, like play the game, like play new game again and then, you know, play as Coco when I first complete the rest of the game as Coco, when I first unlock her. But yeah, bear in mind if I do actually make this montage for the end of part 9, I will not, there's a true fact that I will not be able to, you know, get literally all the gems as Coco, considering, obviously, you don't unlock Coco until after you beat Papu Papu in Crash 1. And you can't even go on the hog levels as Coco either. And the bosses obviously won't be showcased either, as, you know, you've obviously seen, but But yeah, just so you guys know, that's how the montage will go if I actually go ahead with it. But yeah, I should do that for like every Coco playthrough. To kind of like add my own like unique aspects to the Let's Play. And I don't think I've noticed this before, but I look at the sparkling cold pipes, like through the capture software, like the 4K capture utility, and I gotta say, like, you actually see like proper sparkles coming out. And they may not be 100% noticeable, but I do see like sparkles coming out of them. And it really adds to the effect of like how sparkling cold they are. Okay, that was retarded. Cheap and retarded. Like, come on, man. That's something you'd expect from a fucking 5-year-old. Okay, move the shit along. Are you stupid? I know how to do this shit, it's just not going my way. That's how it is. I can do this shit, it's just not playing out the way I want it to play out. Wow, yeah, take the piss even more. Fucking cunt. Man, this is so bastardizing. Well, okay, yeah, there was no way I was gonna make that. Coco was too far to the left. Alright, keep it moving, bitch. Keep it moving. And no, at that point I was not calling Coco a bitch, I was calling that fucking spiky enemy. That hovering camera enemy of the spikes a bitch. He was the one I was calling a bitch, not Coco. So don't think for a second, whoa, okay. And I'm getting pity masks again. Don't we all just fucking love pity masks, eh? Come on. This is by far the cheapest you've ever done. Like, quit fucking with me. Really? Now that was a pathetic waste of a mask, don't you think? Yeah, I know I hate sounding negative, but when the evidence points to the contrary, what can you do? There's nothing you can do, just acknowledge it and move on. I mean, obviously, like, you have a right. Like, you have a right to make a statement about it, but, you know. Really? Wow. I nearly touched that as well. I nearly just touched that, like, fucking steaming hot pipe. Yeah, fuck that shit. About time. Like, I literally should have been passed out in the first go, but we can't change the past now. What happened happened. It is what it is. It's an easy level anyway. Man, yeah, this is what I was talking about. You see like such cold steam and sparkles coming out of these pipes. Then you see that flowing lava going through the red pipes. It just looks so much better, especially in 4K. Like, the visuals are far more noticeable. I also like how the top and bottom of the pipes were more frozen than the middle as well. It's like you see frost on the top and bottom of the freezing cold pipes, whereas in the middle it was like pure blue, pure turquoise. I'm liking that attention to detail. I'm loving the attention to detail that they put into making this game, especially in 4K. But yeah, that's castle machinery taken care of. Now for the lab. Yeah, and I was right, you can't enter that as Coco. So the last level we're doing is the lab. The end of the Coco Bandicoot playthrough for Crash Bandicoot 1 within Insane Trilogy is near. It's coming to an end and the end is close. You know, this is bullshit. I'm restarting the level, man. That's not cool. That's taking the piss. Fucking fix your shit, Elgato. Well, not just Elgato, fucking the splitters need to, like, the company who make the splitters need to fix their fucking shit as well. Cause, you know, we're trying to record a game here, and yet it's just being a cunt. Ah, fuck. Okay. But yeah, a lot of people do find the lab hard as well. But you know, I've played the lab like a fuck ton of times to know how much of a piss take of a level it can be. But I've gotten used to it as a level, to be honest, especially since, well, clearly I've played the originals like way more than enough to know like what it's like. Now that was really close. I was just on the verge of falling off the edge there. Okay. See if I can bounce. There we go. There's two hidden crates at the top. Very piss easy to miss. It's really helpful that they reduced the box bounce count to 5 as well. Like, it just saves so much time. Just like, that's what Crash 3 like refined on, which helped a lot in terms of saving time. Yeah, I know I can jump around the son of a bitch, but it's just fun to fuck with these bitches sometimes. That lab assistant is piss. But yeah, of Coco's model, you know, can make anything in these games difficult. Like another thing that actually proves how broken Coco's model actually is in comparison to Crash's model is that sometimes, like, whenever you die, like, her dizziness animation, like, still plays even when you respawn, like, when that's not even supposed to happen. Like, she should just come back fresh, not come back feeling dizzy after taking damage from an enemy or an explosion or some shit. But yeah, anyways, that's officially the Coco Bandicoot playthrough complete with the lab across all 3 islands within Crash Bandicoot 1 and Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. And yeah, as we've seen, we cannot go into the Great Hall as only Crash can enter that. Same with Cortex as he's a boss fight. But yeah, that's officially the completion That's officially like Crash Bandicoot 1 finally done with everything including the Coco playthrough so far for the base product. As for DLC, I'm saving that till after I've completed the entire base product, as mentioned in previous parts before, because clearly the DLC came after, like a month after the game came out, after, you know, the actual product came out, so DLC will be done, or the Stormy Ascent DLC will be done after I'm finished with Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, hence it's just bonus content. Anyway, that's officially the Coco Bandicoot playthrough officially at an end, and for those who want to see it, like, despite all the piss takes and everything of Coco's model, it's still been a fun run. It's still been a great run going through, progressing through all the levels that you can play as Coco, and I might showcase the montage at some point at the end of this video, but we'll see. But anyways, people, that's officially Crash 1 complete for now, until we return to the Stormy Ascent DLC. It's time to exit out. Man, I can't believe I'm finally done with this now. Like, this is long awaited. Anyways, people, that's officially the Coco Bandicoot playthrough complete for Crash Bandicoot 1 within Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, and for those of you who want to see the montage, like, stick around until after I finish commentating. Until then, this was part 9 of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy with the Coco Bandicoot playthrough for Crash Bandicoot 1 within Insane Trilogy finally complete. Hope you all enjoyed this part. Feel free and be sure to subscribe, like or rate, however you want to put it. Comment below to leave constructive feedback if possible, and or share it around with your friends and family, whoever they may be, and see you lot in part 10 of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, where we start off with Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back, the second game within this AAA remastered trilogy. And also see you lot in another upcoming project on this channel, whenever it may happen. Laters everyone, peace out.